everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the top 10 series, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the top 10 current Premier League players that would be dream signings for Arsenal. The top 10 current Premier League players that I would have loved to join Arsenal. Just before I get into that, if you're enjoying the content, hit the like button, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'll be going live tomorrow around lunchtime UK time, so if you want to be notified when I go live, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And yeah, I'll be going live on the channel for the first time, and yeah, let's vibe and let's keep engaging. Now to the top 10. As I've said, there'll be a lot of different opinions on this list. This is just my top 10, but I'll be giving reasons why I would have loved these players to join Arsenal. And let me go directly to my number 10, and that's Adama Traore. I know people have said Adama Traore is overrated and stuff like that, but Arsenal have been crying for a winger for such a while. I mean, we had the likes of Theo Walcott, Chamberlain, pacey wingers. Even Arshavin was really good as a winger for us. Perez was a gem on the left wing. So we haven't really had a player like that. Okay, Pepe has joined this season, but I actually don't like him on the right wing. Sanchez used to be good on the left wing, but again, we really need someone who has grown up playing that wing position. And Adama Traore, even though I'm not quite sure if he grew up playing that position, he's very quick. And from what we've seen at Wolves this season, he's very lethal from that position. The quickness, can you just imagine having Pepe, Aubameyang if he stays, and Traore counter-attacking a team? It really depends on which formation or which tactic Arteta will be using next season. But imagine having that, if you're having that pressing tactic and counter-attacking way of football, that system would be lethal and those players would be lethal. So Adama Traore is one of those players I would have loved at Arsenal, and I definitely makes my top 10. Number 9, Ricardo Perreira from Leicester. Ricardo Perreira, another one who's he wasn't even that old in the Premier League. He just played in the Premier League for like 3 seasons. He has played in the Premier League for like 3 seasons, but ever since he joined, I've seen him play or put up some really good performances. What I like about him is that he knows how to defend and he knows how to attack, and is normally very fit, unlike our right backs and left backs who are mostly injured. Plus, he can use both feet. If you look at our current players, okay, I haven't seen Tierney playing so much, but he normally uses his left foot way too much. Kolasinac is almost one-footed too. Also, Saka, I see him using the left foot a lot. Bellerin struggles with the left foot, even though he has scored a few goals with the left foot. But again, Ricardo Perreira is just a gem. The way he positions himself, the way he knows when to defend, when to attack, scores goals, assists. The goal contribution is very good. Is like another player who's also going to be on this list. And we've always lacked fullbacks who can score a goal. Clichy, Sanya, Gibbs, Kolasinac, as I've mentioned, Niles when he has played in that position, they haven't really contributed to goals or scored goals. So Ricardo Perreira is that player who can give you goals and definitely makes my top 10. Number 8 goes to Conor, coady of Wolves, another Wolves player just like Adama Traore. And to be fair, they've been magnificent since they were promoted last season. Last season, they played very well against the big teams, and they've produced some really good players. They haven't really they don't even own any English players or anything like that. They have like Portuguese players and Brazilian players, but the combination of those players is quite good. And Conor, coady is one of those UK-based players that they have, and he's their captain and he's a pure leader. He hasn't actually missed a game since the start of last season. FA Cup, he plays all the games. The Carabao Cup, he plays all the games. The Premier League, he plays all the games. He played all 38 games last season, and I don't even think he has missed any game this season. Of course, he's not one of those players you'd hear when people mention their top 5 defenders or their top 20 players in the Premier League. He probably won't get mentioned, but he's one of the most consistent operators I've seen. He's a leader, as I've said. He's a captain, formerly of Liverpool, by the way. He used to play with the likes of Scuttle Park in the day, and he's 27 years of age, so he's in his prime. He's a very good leader, and leading all those foreign players. He has done a very, very good job, and that's one thing that we've lacked: a good defender, a consistent defender, and a leader. So Conor Coady makes my top 10. Number 7, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course, maybe if you're wondering why he's quite low on the list, of course, I'm trying to measure up all the good or the positives and the negatives, and one of the negatives that I don't think Alexander-Arnold knows how to defend well. I'm only putting him on this list because his attacking ways are just too special. The way one of the best ever corner kick takers I've seen, the way he curves the ball, the way he's so accurate, the way he takes his free kicks, the way he assists the goals and scores the goals as a fullback is crazy. This guy had the most assists last season, or second, third, or the most assists a defender has ever gotten in a season. This season he just picked up from where he left alongside Robertson, who unfortunately didn't make this list. He's very pacey. Not, as I've said, not the best at defending, but the way he takes his set pieces is just quite nice. Of course, for us, we never really have one player who takes our set pieces. I've seen Pepe taking them. I've seen Xhaka taking them. I've seen Ozil taking them. So we don't have that consistent player we can depend on. Even Lacazette has taken free kicks, Luiz, Aubameyang. But Alexander-Arnold is that player that anytime you have a free kick, you give it to him. And he definitely makes my top 10. Number 6, this will be a surprise for many, but I'm going to go for Martin Dubravka, the goalkeeper from Newcastle. Not because I don't like Leno, nothing like that. I just think Dubravka is quite good. I'm imagining him as a second goalkeeper or as a backup goalkeeper to Leno. We would never ever complain about goalkeepers again. He's for me, Alisson and Ederson are quite tactical goalkeepers, and they have the skills and stuff like that. That's why they're normally in the top 2. But if you look at shot-stopping goalkeepers, this guy fits that category alongside Leno and De Gea, and 2 players I could have possibly had on this list, but I didn't because of various reasons. Foster from Watford, because of his age. I think he's 36, so he wouldn't really be a dream signing right now, but the way he saves his shots, quite good. And Fabianski, of course, because he left Arsenal, but he's a really good goalkeeper. He's grown to be a very good goalkeeper. The amount of saves this guy makes, and Martin Dubravka is one of those people. Of course, an unpopular choice, but as a backup goalkeeper, he's really good. I'm imagining him in the Carling Cup or Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. He wouldn't ever complain. So Martin Dubravka, unpopular choice, makes my top 6. Now to the top 5. Which players do you think I would have in the top 5? Which players would you have in the top 5? Let me know in the comment section, and hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. My number 5 goes to James Maddison of Leicester City. Of course, we've lacked in creativity for a long while. I think since Sanchez left, that combination with Ozil and Cazorla, we've really struggled in that creativity aspect. And Maddison is quite good at that. Not only his creativity, his set pieces, and the way he works hard in midfield. This would be like a definite upgrade on Mesut Ozil. The confidence and the swagger he plays with, not afraid to have a shot from outside the box, left foot, right foot, free kicks, his corners. He's number 1 for me in corners, and Alexander-Arnold is number 2. The way he takes his corners, very, very pure. So the quickness that the corner comes with, the power the corner comes with, quite good. Quick in transition, you can counter-attack with him. His final pass to the likes of Jamie Vardy have worked quite well for them, and he was a cheap buy from Norwich, so no one really expected him to play that well, and it definitely makes my top 10 and my top 5. Number 4 goes to another Wolves player again, and that goes to Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves, this guy is he's like a combination of what Xhaka should be doing for us with the long passes, a combination of Torreira also. He has some Torreira with the winning of the ball and stuff, and is what we wish Ozil could be in creativity. He can tackle a player, run with the ball, give a long pass, or run with the ball and take a shot. I think 90% of his goals have been outside the box, and that is just crazy. The only time he scored a goal from inside the box, apart from penalties, is when he was 17 years of age back at FC Porto. So that is quite crazy. When he joined, when Wolves were promoted, I actually thought Neves would be like 28 or 29. I was quite surprised to hear that he was 22, 23 there, I think even 21. So he's quite young, tough tackling, creative, scores goals, set pieces quite good from them. Yeah, so Ruben Neves from Wolves makes the number 4. Number 3 goes to a solid defender, and that is Van Dijk. Tall, powerful defender, and none of our centre backs can match to him, to be honest. Of course, if you take someone like Drogba and you put him in this season, none of our defenders will be able to defend against him. And to be fair, none of our defenders used to defend against him, the likes of Toure and Senderos. Someone like Mustafi and Socrates, even though they look energetic and stuff, they would struggle against Drogba. And Van Dijk is one of those players who could possibly defend well against Drogba because of his power, his ability, his quickness and stuff. And he's good on the ball when it comes to passing, and he's a very good leader. If you see the way he has helped the likes of Gomez and Alexander-Arnold to grow in terms of positioning, and that would be someone who would be ideal to help the likes of Pablo Mari and William Saliba to grow. And of course, he's won a lot of accolades recently, so Van Dijk definitely makes my top 3. Number 2 goes to Abdoulaye Doucouré from Watford. Box-to-box midfielder. He's not just a midfield destroyer. That would be an unfair summation of his skills, but the way he carries the ball, the way he's adapt with either foot, left foot, right foot, those surging runs from deep, he's like a powerful Diaby, Ramsey, Vieira kind of player, and he's just what we need. This is a player I would love to join Arsenal, and I don't know how much he would be, but this is a player I would definitely love to join Arsenal. His power, his force, his strength in midfield. He can play as a defensive midfielder, as an attacking midfielder. The new coach at Watford came and switched him from a defensive midfielder to attacking midfielder, and he's just performing same way for them. So Doucouré gets my number 2. And number 1 goes to Kevin De Bruyne. Hardworking, better creator than everything we have, Ozil, Mkhitaryan. He gives so much more than Ozil. Of course, you can say Ozil is a bit more creative, but for me, De Bruyne is twice Ozil right now. The way he crosses the ball, that final pass he makes, the way he totally destroyed us at the Emirates this season, and he can shoot the ball with either feet. I know when Ozil gets chances, he never shoots the ball, but De Bruyne is lethal from that position. You can never give him a chance, and he knows how to. He's like the engine for Man City at times. So De Bruyne gets my number 1. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this list. Let me know your top 10. Hit the like button if you enjoy this. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be going live on Saturday. Tune in. I'll be talking about my best starting 11 ever. Keep staying safe. Keep taking care. Thanks for the support, and see you later.